This is lot 50, HB Builder. He's a dog by Shady Acres Bob out of Dora. Dora is owned by Phil and Bernie Dawson. We've had pups out of 3 consecutive litters out of Dora by different dogs, and every single one of them's been a good dog. I believe this dog could be as good, if not better, than any of them that we've had. I like the way he moves. Probably didn't start as early as Nuts, another dog I've got in the sale, but Nuts was an exceptionally early starter, and you need to be careful he didn't get hurt. This dog here, I've seen him bite back and front. He's inherited that real soft way of travelling around his stock, even though he's in close. Throughout this dog's training, you could widen him out later. I don't do that when they're young. I brought him to me here and tried to get him to go round, and he's gone the wrong way, so I've just changed my command. Good part of dog training is really just being observant, putting a command to what that dog's thinking at the time. And obviously the more breeding and the more natural your dog, the more quality commands you can develop. This dog's got a real nice way of travelling around his stock, and you can tell he wants to boss them a little bit, which is always the way I like a young cattle dog to start. I don't want him to start too wide, to be honest. I want him to have good cover, but not start too far away. Here I'm going to struggle a little bit again, just trying to get him to come all the way around me, and we've got to gradually get to communicate better, but that will happen. These dogs I put in the sale are for sale. I'll put a reserve on them. If somebody happens to be interested in letting me bring them back for the futurity, that'd be a bonus for me. Wouldn't mind having a chop at that futurity next year, but the dogs are for sale. We've got other young dogs coming up, so we've got to keep moving them out. I've got too many dogs at home at the moment anyway. This dog, he's a real willing to please your dog. The dogs that start like that and pull up and always looking towards you, it tells me, he's working for me and not just for himself. And it's great to have a dog that obviously first that wants to work, then the icing on the cake is a dog that wants to work for you, not just for himself. The dogs that want to work for themselves are always a little trickier to get them where you want them, and because they're doing their own thing, and they've still got a place, those dogs. But I believe that the best dogs, for me anyway, that suit me are the dogs that are there to please me. I use voice command on this dog, and also I'm developing my whistle. Voice, I believe they need both, especially if you're selling dogs to the public. Some people can't whistle very well. Whistling, obviously you look a bit cooler, and if you're putting on a display and you're whistling a dog, nobody, unless they study you hard, really understand what you're telling the dog, so you never look uncool. Whereas if you use voice command, it's quite plainly obvious if a dog doesn't do what you want. And this dog, the way he moves around should speak for itself. He's a proper quality dog, this dog, and hopefully we'll get to use Dora again and breed some more litters out of her, because I think she's the dogs we've had, she's proved her worth as a producer. And again, most all of them have got that real biddable attitude, and some of them can be a bit one-person-y. They like one person and not, takes them a while to get used to another handler, but that's not a bad thing either. This is Builder, lot number 50.